actually wanted to bring up a topic that I saw earlier today. So on the Shade Room, Amber from Love Island, I think season 5, she basically shared her opinion as to why she feels like reality TV shows aren't good anymore. And she basically said that she feels like everyone has become so sensitive that any type of situation that's dramatic, it's like everyone goes in an uproar. So she's like, no wonder why people don't really want to say certain things because they're afraid of getting cancelled. So she was like, basically everyone get a grip, like get tougher skin. That's what made it entertaining type thing. So I wanted to bring it up because I thought it would bring up a good topic of whether you think the world has become too sensitive or not. So what do you think?
Ooh. I 100% agree with her. I think we have become too sensitive. I think especially for us, like our generation, not even our generation, like our age kind of people, a lot of the reality TV and just television in general and the world, like when we were younger, was like it elite. Was you had to be thick-skinned. Like I look back at celebrities of that time and I think I don't know how you guys did it,
mate.
But I definitely think reality TV in general has suffered a lot. And prime example I can think of is like when I was like 9, I would be watching Big Brother. I had no business watching Big Brother, but I would watch it in it. I would sneak and find a way to watch it. But some of the TV at that time, the arguments they had, the discussions they had, it was mad. People were saying anything and everything, like they didn't give a heck.
Yeah, they didn't.
But now I feel like I think cancel culture has just had such a massive impact on everything across the board. Music, like artists could come out and speak their actual truth and get cancelled for it.
For real.
And it's ridiculous. Like people, like for example, if the argument that Melisha and Meg had was on TV 10 years ago, they would have gone
they would have even said boring.
They would, that
where's the fight? Literally.
But now it's like, whoa, it's such a big deal. But back then, the reality TV that we used to get back in the day, they used to argue. They would go toe to toe, like they would go in on each other.
And they were even just blunt, in general. Do you not remember Fat Families?
I can't. That show.
What? We are going to beat the fattiest fat fatties that you've ever seen in the UK.
I can't believe that show used to come on television.
Fam! Because we didn't care. We didn't actually care because we knew at that time it was actually just jokes. Like even stuff like Little Britain and stuff. Fam, at that time, it was hilarious.
Little Britain couldn't come on today.
Or Bo Selector.
Yeah, it couldn't happen today.
Fam, even Ali G couldn't come on today.
Couldn't happen.
Cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
And da-da-da-da. Even that couldn't come on today. People all of that, like, they're so sensitive. Like, it's getting to the point now where it's actually annoying.
Yeah,
like,
it's annoying.
Especially when it's coming from grown-ass adults.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you don't like what I'm about to say, but your triggers are not the world's issue.
No.
That's your issue to deal with.
That's the
as
thing.
A grown-ass person.
Yeah, I agree.
But the issue is that we have now, everyone is so entitled. Instead of working on themselves, they will say that, instead of me doing the work, everyone in the world should just adapt to my triggers.
Yeah.
That's not how life works.
At all.
Do you get what I mean? Like, because in reality, no one really gives a fuck about what you're going through. Why? Because everyone else has their shit going on.
Yeah.
Everyone has shit that they've either gone through or are going through, regardless of whether you think it's a big deal or not. Each person's tolerance for that is different as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes in this current society, I hate the fact that like everyone's triggers is used as an excuse. But why is no one addressing the fact, like, people love to talk about mental health and therapy, but no one is taking that advice.
Yeah.
Instead, you're just saying, like, that's why I hate seeing TikTok comments and it's like, what one did I see the other day? Like, some woman, she said something like, someone was treating her a certain way. And then she was like, relax, like, I'm not disabled. And then people in the comments were like, my daughter's disabled. How dare you? And I'm like, no one is talking about your child.
People are too easily
Like,
triggered.
yeah.
People are too oversensitive. Like, someone telling their truth, as I said, like that, it literally is just, it's just
And, like,
too much.
You're
It's
getting
too much.
angry at people who know nothing about your life. So you saying my daughter has it, how is she supposed to know?
That's what I'm
number
saying.
one.
It's ridiculous.
And number two, should we just not go through things or not say things because certain people have gone through it? It's just like, okay, should I not wear a seatbelt anymore because there's certain people who've died wearing a seatbelt?
This is
like,
what it is. People
and
think,
that's what annoys me. People think like, oh, my uncle died with wearing a seatbelt, so I'm just not going to bother. Or no one should wear a seatbelt because I know someone who died. That's life.
It's
like
ridiculous. It's actually
it's too much. Like, and I hate the fact that we're treating grown-ass adults like, are we in primary school?
Yeah.
It's like we have to hold your hand through everything when the reality is the reality.
Yeah.
And even as human beings, we're not always going to like the reality of things. But there's certain things that like you either need to hear or sometimes you just need to laugh. Like, it's not every day be serious about your triggers. Like, sometimes it's best to laugh at your pain because to be in that depressive state all the time, even me saying that, people be in the comments, I've had depression. How dare you say that? I've had depression too. Bare people have had depression. You're not the only person who's going through shit.
Yeah,
so stop thinking like you're the only person who is. Some people genuinely like to laugh at their pain. Some people don't. But I wish the world would stop craving everyone to be the same.
Yeah.
That was the whole beauty of the world, is that everyone is so different. That's why so many people love traveling. You're seeing different people, different cultures, different things that you're not used to.
Yeah.
And your eyes are being opened. But I hate the fact that we've now come to a society where it's like, if you don't agree with me, then you're this. Or even stuff like that, like, because I don't agree with you, you're racist.
Yeah.
Or like, you're transphobic because you said this.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I will never forget. Do you remember when, it's even happened to her twice, Adele, when she was like, I love being a woman. And bare people were like, how dare you say that? And da-da-da-da. Yeah. A lot of people from the trans community were like, it's a slap in the face. Or we're women too, da-da-da-da. And she had to like...
But she said, well, I'm a woman. Like...
All she said was, I love being a woman. The second one, when she was wearing... And to be fair, it came from Americans. When she wore the Bantu knots and the Jamaican bikini top. God, and all the Americans were going insane. But if you grew up in the UK, which I'm quite shocked about that. The US is such a melting pot, but you're not as diverse as the UK. It doesn't really make sense to me, but the UK is so diverse that shit like that is normal. We integrate our cultures all the time. We're Ugandan, but there's certain Niger words we say. There's certain patois words that we say. Like, especially the London culture. We're very integrated.
Based off of Jamaican culture.
Yeah, and now Nigerian culture.
Yeah.
So it's like, so now if I say anything that's not from my culture, I'm a racist. Or people wearing like, I don't know, you know those cute little Asian short dresses that people used to wear?
Oh, yeah.
Those cute ones. Cultural appropriation. So should we just now wear busutis every day?
Yeah, it's just getting a bit out of
it's
control
too much.
now,
Like, the beauty of the world is how much we can share each other's cultures and things like that.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like everyone wants to kind of be segregated again.
It's ridiculous.
But that's why, I don't know. That's why I feel like we thrived back in the day. There was more of a community.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I definitely do think that we've gotten really sensitive. And if you're that triggered by other people's opinions or what someone else is doing that has nothing to do with you, you need to seek therapy.
Yeah, man.
It's not normal to be that triggered all the time.
All the time, yeah. Everyone is always triggered about everything. You could literally go online now and say like, "Oh, I like oranges," and someone will tell you, "Well, that's not fair to apples."
Literally,
that's not fair to apples.
I'm allergic to oranges. How dare you bring that up?
It's getting so ridiculous. You can't say what you think anymore because someone will come and now tell you that you're not allowed to think that. I could literally.
Uh.